IVM.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into a show about crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
When was the last time you laughed so hard that you had tears rolling down your cheek? And what was it about? I mean, what were you laughing about? Was it just one of those nights where you have crossed your bedtime and anything and everything is funny? Have you ever had that kind of a laughing fit? Or then were you sitting with a group of friends where being silly, being stupid, saying nonsensical things and laughing at it is absolutely normal? Or then, are you somebody who's bold enough to laugh at themselves? I mean, have you ever made fun of your own self and laughed at the silly things that you do? Well, let me tell you this, I definitely am one of those. I'm the first one to make fun of all my quirks. And no, I don't see it as a judgment, and it's not negative self-talk, and I'm not pulling myself down. It's just that I have a good sense of humor. Hi, I'm Chetna. I'm a positive action coach, and you are tuned into my podcast, Say No to Drama. Well, what has drama got to do with laughter? Here's the thing. All of us are writing tragedies. It's either a love story with lots of heartbreak, or then it's a drama about how the world is against us and nobody loves us. Or then it's a drama about how we are judged and we're good for nothing and we're never getting anywhere. However, the only drama that I'm writing, and I'm doing this with myself, my friends, my family, and even my clients, is a comedy. There is so much in life to laugh about. There is so much in life that you will experience that today may feel like, oh my God, the world is ending. But 3 years down the line, it will just seem like something which was so trivial or oh so ridiculous. So my question to you is this. Why so serious? Where have we learned to take everything in life and everything about the day so seriously? Something said to us at work, oh my God, I'm not good enough. I'm never going to succeed. I'm useless. If our parents tell us something, oh my God, I'm a bad child. My parents aren't proud of me. My parents don't love me. Or even my parents never understand me. They don't get me at all. They're trying to restrict me. Yeah, I sound like a slightly crazed woman who's just ranting away. But in your head, the noise is literally like this. I mean, how many of y'all even crib and complain about your friends? My friends don't get me. They take me for granted. Nobody is there for me. I'm only there for everybody. How many of y'all tuned in here today have said, I'm only there for everybody. Nobody knows how to take care of me. I mean, what are you? Are you 2 years old? Do you not know how to take care of yourself? And if your friends and family don't know how to take care of you, it's because you haven't taught them that. It's not their fault. If you're going to get up and always do everything for yourself and not ask anybody for help or not let anybody do anything for you, nobody is going to learn how to take care of you. But that's a whole big topic for another episode. Today's is all about why so serious. Why is everything a verdict, a judgment, a life sentence of some sort? Did you not learn how to see the funny side of life at all? Or then you knew how to do it, but somewhere along the way, because you just took things so personally and you wrote a story of being a victim, or you just wanted a lot of love and attention, you've forgotten how to laugh. What happened? What happened that you stopped laughing? Everything cannot hurt you so bad and everything cannot be so painful that nothing in life is funny at all. Like, let me give you a couple of examples, okay? I have so many different clients who come to me with some very, very traumatic issues, okay? But then there are some who have turned something that is normal, and sure, it may be painful for them, so I will not trivialize it, but it's normal, it's a part and parcel of life, and they have gone and turned that into like the biggest tragedy of their lives. For example, a girl who is 34 years old and not married, refusing to put herself on any dating apps, refusing to go down the arranged marriage route which her parents are suggesting, refusing to get onto shadi.com or any of the matrimonial sites on her own, and only busy going to work in the morning, working 16 hours and coming back and going to sleep. Now, this girl comes to me for a tarot reading and asks me, when am I going to get married? Now, usually a tarot reader will draw cards and there'll be this whole piece of guidance that might flow through. But my question to this girl was, what are you doing to get married? What are you doing to meet that person? What actions are you taking? Now, to this, I get a blank stare in response. So I clearly know that this is not about when will I get married, but rather a case of her needing to deal with all her fears. And so my response to her before I pull a card out is to tell her that if she doesn't get up and take action, then irrespective of what a tarot card may say, what guidance may come through the deck, the only choices she has are the Swiggy delivery guy, the Amazon delivery guy, maybe the Istriwala in her building, maybe the watchman in her building. These are her options because no Prince Charming is coming knocking on her door. The one is not going to walk right up to her, ring her doorbell and come in and say, hey, baby, I love you. Will you marry me? And let me tell you this, I'm not talking about just one girl or one client who came to me. I've had the same conversation with at least 70, 80 girls in their 30s. Yes. Oh, and you guys listening to this, don't feel so chuffed and turn around and feel like, oh, we are superior, or, oh, look at this. This is so ridiculous. Women can be so funny. But here's the thing. So many of y'all have similar kinds of drama. You want a girl who is independent and strong-headed. Oh, but she must have opinions only for the rest of the world. None for you. Because if she calls you out on your BS, then you're going to get up and say she's rude and she fights with me and I get intimidated. Let me tell you boys this. Girls aren't intimidating. You are weak, insecure, and underconfident. That's why you get intimidated. But here's the thing, right? Now, these are pieces that may be hurting you today, but tomorrow, 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, this will all just be the funny side of life. If there is one skill that you want to master, it is to learn to make fun of yourself in a healthy way. Learn to laugh at your own quirks, at the silly ways in which you think about so many different things, at how you make certain things such a big deal when they actually shouldn't be, and how you aren't actually working on the things that really are a big deal. Life is supposed to be full of laughter and joy, but you have to be able to laugh and feel that joy. If you're going to be so busy overthinking everything and judging everything and constantly only talking about yourself like some tragic queen or king in, I don't know, one of Shakespeare's old dramas, well, then life ain't going to be funny at all, right? Nothing about it is going to be funny or hilarious. Everything is going to be a tragedy. So my question to you for this week is this. How can you start laughing a little bit more? How can you start enjoying the silliness of life a little bit more? What is it? Do you need to read 5 jokes in the morning? Do you need to stand around the chai wala in your office, having a smoke with your colleagues, cracking jokes? What do you need to do? Making fun of somebody. Every piece of humor is not about ridiculing somebody or ridiculing yourself. Every time you laugh at something that somebody is doing, that does not mean that they aren't good enough or that they are less than. Every time that you laugh at yourself for something silly that you are doing does not mean that you are less than or that you are not good enough or that the rest of the world is better than you. Listen, there are a lot of funny things that each one of us does. For instance, I'm clumsy as hell. I walk into chairs and doors. I'm tripping over my own slippers. I come up with the strangest and funniest analogies, like the one about girls in their 30s who don't want to put themselves out there but want to meet the one, and then the only choice they have is the Swiggy or the Amazon delivery guy. I mean, guys, really, like, that was funny. I always say this to new clients who are coming to me, as well as to all my clients who have been with me for a while, including those who follow me on Instagram and tune into my Insta Lives. If you are going to do a session with me, we may start off with you in tears because you're hurting. But by the time we get done in that 1 hour, I will send you off with a smile. We will laugh together during that session through our tears. Why? Because everything that is oh so tragic has a funny side too. And so I'd like you to do yourself a favor this week. Try and laugh. Not just a little more, but a lot more. Make fun of your mum for the way she shouts at you. Look at your dad and crack 2 jokes. Look at your colleagues and make fun of your situation where the boss has given a ridiculous deadline. Stand at your chai wala during your coffee break at work and talk about something funny that has happened in your life. When you meet up with friends, go back to old times when you all used to be carefree and you all laughed a lot. Don't go back to the sad times and sit and say, oh, how nice life used to be. I mean, nostalgia doesn't have to be filled with regret. Let it be filled with laughter and joy. And think about how silly and funny and clumsy and stupid we were when we were younger. If you are going to look back to laugh. And if you are going to look forward, make sure you are building a life where there is a lot of laughter and joy in it. So on that note, a quick reminder, all my previous episodes are on the IVM Podcast app and website, and you can connect with us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle is IVM Podcasts. My name is Chetna. I'm a positive action coach, and my handle on Instagram is Positivity Angel. If you'd like to get a dose of me beyond this episode, then you can DM me on Instagram, or you can tune into one of my daily Insta Lives. Details of those are always up on my Insta stories.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. Postcards from Nowhere completes its 100th episode. Utsav speaks with Chuck, the host of Getting Meta, Origin of Things, Simplified, amongst others, about slow travel, the evolution of postcards from nowhere, and what drives them to travel. Tune in and discover the new manifesto of the show and get a glimpse of what's in store for the coming weeks. On The Habit Coach, Ashton talks about the art of focusing with our eyes and how it's connected with our daily activities. On Echoes of India, Anirudh brings back to life the history of South Asia through his extensively researched narratives. And on Simplified, our 4 hosts, Chuck, Naren, Shriketh, and Tony, attempt to deconstruct these universal birthday rituals on the occasion of Chuck's birthday. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week on the network, Fiat Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quarter, CoinSwitch, Kuber, and Intuit India. Thank you so much for making this possible. Hi everybody, just wanted to ask everyone for a quick favor. We're running a brand survey right now and would really appreciate it if you could let us know what you think about the advertising on IVM. Go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and do let us know. As part of this, we'll be selecting 10 random participants and sending them some IVM swag, so do fill out those surveys.